was the most likely area of all the ones surveyed, to try to find life. But you had earlier said something about, that no life had been found. What was the second part of that conclusion? I didn't quite follow it.
Maybe we should talk after the session, because I'm not exactly sure where we could look at my slides and you could point me to the thing that you were confused about. I can't really suss it out.
A second question, will there be any attempt to optically image life forms up there? Say bacteria or amoeba-like entities floating around in solution? Simply melt a little bit of ice and see what's there?
Right. So bacteria are not all that easy to image, even in the laboratory with laboratory microscopes. Typically, you don't image individual bacteria, you image colonies, and you have to stain them. It's not absolutely impossible to envision an experiment that would do that. It hasn't been one of the approaches that I've seen people pursuing in terms of developing instrumentation to look for life. The Signs of Life detector instrument, I didn't get a chance to talk about how that works, but basically it takes advantage of the immune response. You can basically grow an antibody to any biological entity. So you can, and then using genetic techniques, you can imprint that antibody onto an array that you then immerse your array in a solution that has compounds that you're looking for with your antibodies, and the elements of the array that have that antibody, if it sees a match, you can make it light up by putting on a dye and illuminating it with a light. Mm-hmm. So this is done in medical procedures, or the technology has been invented for looking for antigens in your blood for various kinds of medical diagnostic tests, and it's been implemented into an instrument that would allow you to look for a wide array of compounds that are created by life. Things like ATP, which is the cellular energy mechanism of life. So things that generically are things that life does, or compounds that life produces, you can look for using a method like that.
Let's see. Optical imaging would be nice.
Thank you. Last person? Thank you.
Would you be interested in seeing a mock-up of the radio that sent your data back? We've got it across the hall.
Sure.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
One more.